Hey guys, welcome back. BDCKR here. This is our weekly Q&A/update video, so we'll just jump right into it. Start off with WWE Immortals. As you can see, the current online is for the Royal Rumble gear and associated ticket, and the current character challenge is for Frontiersman Rusev.
You know what, there's been so many different legendary gears. I wonder if it's at some point it'd be worth doing a quick summary of all the legendary gears. Not today, but
at some point, maybe. In Mortal Kombat X, the current faction wars is regular reward season, and the current character challenge is for Revenant Kung Lao. And last but certainly not least, we have Injustice. The current online challenge is regular season rewards, and the current character challenge, as you can see, is still Justice League Wonder Woman. So now we'll move on to the question and answer portion of this video. The first comment comes from firejoust official, and he says, "Dude, get rid of the video. People who make Injustice will see this video and patch it up, and I always use this glitch and it's great, so I don't want it getting patched up."
alright, well, since it's not obvious, this was a comment on the video about the lock-unlock glitch. So, a few points. I mean, first, this video has been up for 5 months. I'd be surprised if Warner Brothers wasn't already aware of it. So the value of taking it down now is probably small. Second, I mean, it's sort of a rhetorical question, but how did you learn to start doing it? Sure, it's possible you figured it out for yourself, but it's more than likely that you learned about it from someone.
Yeah, because probably,
maybe even us.
legitimately, only 1 or 2 people actually ever really just figured out how to do this.
Right. It's a peculiar brand of selfishness that you would want to deny others advice or knowledge that you have used to your own advantage. Third, and maybe most importantly, why the heck should it matter to you whether it gets patched or not? If it's that important to you, gather as many credits as you need, buy everything that you want, even accumulate a bit of a war chest for future purchases. If you've been using this glitch for a few months, you've had every opportunity to make as much as you need. Actually, fourth, hoarding knowledge is usually a bad thing. There's a chance that a few of the glitches that we posted would not have been patched, although we doubt it, but there's an even bigger chance that very few people would care if hardly anybody's using it. Right? If you don't tell people, nobody's taking advantage of it. Patch, don't patch, doesn't make a difference. So sort of related to this point, the promotion glitch has been our second most watched video ever. It was posted 9 months ago, and it's still working. Resetting the challenge still works. That was the first glitch we ever posted on this channel. I mean, really, it sort of begs the question, does Warner Brothers even pay attention to us? Or are they unable to patch these glitches? Or maybe they're really just that slow and unresponsive, right? So, who knows? But we're going to keep on posting glitches as we become aware of them. And, yeah, we have really no plans of taking anything down, because the whole point of doing these glitches was to make sure we were leveling the playing field. Everybody had the opportunity to take advantage of these glitches.
Yeah, because one of the reasons why people have such a problem with glitches is what you do personally really shouldn't affect other people. But when there's something like online multiplayer, other people using glitches affects you personally, right? Makes it harder for you to win.
Right.
So, like, posting it is a way of making it kind of as spread out as possible. So anybody who wants to do it can hopefully do it if they want to, and make it a little bit more fair and hopefully a little bit more fun for the people who make that decision.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if Warner Brothers was better at locking out the hackers, we'd probably be of a different mindset.
Yeah.
Oh, crash. Alright, so we're just...
Okay, we're back. We didn't make you wait through the loading screen. And we'll move right on to our next question, which is from Firat Abuleyla. Feel free to correct me if I pronounce that wrong. Hey guys, how you doing? I've noticed something strange. I've increased my Arkham Knight Batman and Justice League Wonder Woman stats, health, damage, crit. Currently, Arkham Knight Batman has 47,000 damage and 90,000 health. Justice League Wonder Woman has 51,000 damage and 89,000 health. So when I play an online battle, my stats are getting nerfed. Health and damage stats reduced, but crit chance and damage remains still. In online battle, Batman has 45,000 damage and 94,000 health, and Wonder Woman has 49,000 damage and 87,000 health, so just to add, that's about 2,000 each. This is the same for Arkham Knight. His stats are downgraded somehow in online battle. Please check your battles and tell me if it's the same for you or not.
Okay, bottom line is augmentations do work, but when you're looking at the stats after the fight, you won't see them reflected in your damage and health numbers. Now, if you pay attention during the fight, I mean, obviously, we're talking about during the fight, that's offensive because you can't really pay attention during a defensive battle because you're not there. So if you pay attention during the fight, you'll see that your on-screen damage numbers do take into account damage augmentations. And we've confirmed this when we play MP online. On our only two guys, we've augmented the damage, which are Arkham Origins Deathstroke, and clearly his damage is higher. And Ares, where his Special 2 does significantly more damage than if we'd left him unaugmented at 46,000. So it works, it's just that when you look at the replay, the numbers aren't reflected. So we wanted to actually come back to a question that we started answering on our last week's Q&A about the ad revenue, but we also wanted to make a larger point that there's lots of people willing to take advantage of anybody's aspirations to be a YouTuber, and they are looking towards appealing to the possibility of making more ad revenue, which, as we talked about last week, isn't actually a lot, unless you're looking at really like multiple thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of views each video, and making a lot of videos. You're probably not going to be able to make a living off of it. But that doesn't stop people from trying to take advantage of that. So in the time that we've been doing this, we've gotten lots of emails soliciting us to join networks.
Yeah, even my friends who have had like mostly videos where they get like 20 views and like maybe 1,000 total views have been asked by like more than one person to join.
And I'm sure there's good networks, right? It's just that we don't hear from them, and they're not the ones that are cold calling or cold emailing us, fishing basically, to see if they can get us to join the network. So there was a recent example, and I thought we'd share that with you just sort of to make the point. So this last email starts off, hello, and that's it, not hello BDCKR. I mean, it's just basically a generic spam form letter. They couldn't even take the trouble to put
a name in. There's no fill in the blank portion at all.
Right. We have consistently tracked your channel and appreciate the standard of content and the high quality of your videos. Hence, we are happy to extend this premium partnership invitation for you to become part of our rapidly expanding unique network, which is managing the most popular and largely viewed YouTube channels. Partnering with us means that you can focus on creating great content while we take care of the rest. Okay. One, again, generic. It has this boilerplate stuff, has no reference to anything that we're doing. Clearly, if they're watching us, they don't pay attention enough to adjust their letter. And it's basically appealing to, I don't know, what, greed, laziness? Because there's nothing to take care of. Ad revenue is actually really easy.
Yeah, it's like do less work, only make the videos, and you'll get to make more money, which really should start to sound fishy right away.
Alright, so following are the benefits of joining our network as a premium YouTube partner. 1. Earn more through our premium pre-roll ads than the regular Google AdSense. Our CPM, dollars per 1,000 views, is between $5 and $20. The revenue share of which is 80% higher than Google AdSense, 55 to 60%. Yeah, those CPM numbers are always a little bit funny because there's not always ads in front of them. And our CPM on Google is actually somewhere around $6 or $7, but because not everything is monetized, we really see only about $1 of that.
Yeah.
So number 2, our team has more than 20 ad sales houses worldwide. Transactions are done through PayPal, bank transfer, Western Union. Get verified on YouTube with low requirements and earn 100% of everything you create. No tax forms and no withholding tax. Yeah, I don't even know how they can do that, because if they're legitimate, then depending on what country they're in and what country you're in, they should actually be getting you to fill a tax form, because you might owe taxes. 4. Premium ads will boost your earnings through us. You will be eligible to receive higher dividends from YouTube. Partnering your channel will allow for full-length ads to play on your videos to generate more revenue. 5, no lock-in conditions and total transparency. If you feel we did not deliver to your expectations, you can just unlink. Alright, so that's an interesting one, because when you look up some of these, if you ever get an offer and you think you're really considering it, look for reviews. If they're so new that they don't have reviews, you probably would be better off avoiding it. And if they're old enough, a lot of the reviews, when I'm looking up these people that are just emailing us or messaging us out of the blue, a lot of complaints. People who are having trouble unlinking, who are really unhappy with what they're getting from being on the network. Oh, we will promote your channel through collaboration with other creators and tools. I mean, yeah, it sounds good and stuff, but unless you're actually doing the kind of stuff that really benefits from collaboration, like the comedy kind of videos, or maybe even special effects or knowledge kind of stuff.
Yeah, like getting an editor or something.
Right, but the kind of stuff we do, it doesn't actually make any sense. This is not something that would really do much for our videos, unless somebody wants to come hang out in the basement with us. And honestly, I don't actually see a lot of promotion from networks for any of the channels that we watch.
Yeah, the only time I've ever seen networks is in the title card at the beginning.
Oh, and 7, we share the best practices on how to optimize your content on YouTube. When you hit a certain number, YouTube actually has managers who will do that for you. We've had a couple calls from one of the YouTube guys to talk to us about things we can do to make our channel better, to optimize revenue, that kind of stuff. I mean, that's a service that YouTube will provide free, no charge.
A lot of what they're selling is, it's like, what you thought YouTube would be like is what it's like. You're missing something. There's this kind of knowledge that's hidden from you because, no one's told you the secrets yet, right?
Yeah, so it's appealing to that paranoid part of you that might be thinking that there's some sort of conspiracy that's keeping you out of the loop.
You're missing something, but it's because you just don't have the right connections.
And this whole thing about just the premium ads, I mean, I guess a huge part of it is really dependent on what's going on at the time that you have no control over anyways. So you might see your revenue go up, you might see your revenue go down, and it's so hard to actually know whether that network is making a difference. On appearances, I'm guessing that most of the time it will be a no, because honestly, I just don't. The fact that I even need to look them up and I've never heard of them whenever they message us tells me a little something.
Yeah.
So that was it. I guess we went a little bit long on that, but thanks for listening. Thanks for watching.
And we'll see you guys next time. Komoda.